So, Rebecca, do you want to introduce our guest speakers today?
I think they sent you the bios, but we have Anvi and Evonne. They're from Area 7, which Area 7 is a collaboration of 3 schools, but we support their efforts and interact. And what they're going to be presenting, I don't know yet, but basically is a recap of what came out of last year and what we can expect for this year and how our club can fully support your efforts to make whatever your dreams and challenges, whatever it may be, happen.
Great.
Sound about right, Evonne?
Yeah.
And
The
so,
floor.
I'm sorry, Evonne and Anvi, can you just tell us your grade in school and that you're co-president for which school?
Yeah. So my name is Evonne Tran. I am a rising senior at Pioneer High School, and yeah.
So she oversees the area of 7 and then also is co-president for Pioneer. So she's got a lot of, many hats to wear. Anvi, you want to go ahead and introduce?
Sure. I'm Anvi Damani. I'm an incoming junior at Pioneer High School, and I'll be serving as the co-president for Pioneer Interact.
So just so you guys all know, Area 7 for our club services Pioneer and Branham, just so the club knows. Those are our 2 schools. We also serve Area 8, which is Valley Christian, Leland, and Oak Grove. But today we're focusing on Pioneer. Are you guys going to speak about Branham at all or just Pioneer?
Just Pioneer. The Branham president wasn't able to make it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. The floor is yours.
Okay, I will share my screen. Okay. So this is an introduction to Interact, and Interact is a club for youth ages 12 to 18, because we have clubs for the middle school level as well who want to connect with others in their community or school. And we are sponsored by Rotary clubs, and Interact clubs organize at least 2 service projects a year. And one of them benefits their community and the other one encourages international understanding. And then Interact clubs usually receive guidance from Rotary clubs, but we are self-governed. Oh, there are some technical difficulties. Okay, so how does Interact function? We have district council, and the mission of district council is to create, strengthen, and grow Interact clubs so they will be a positive influence on their campus, serve their communities, and improve the lives of people throughout the world. And district council is made out of 27 high schoolers, and we also have advisors that are Rotarians to help us as well. And then we have areas, and District 5170 is split into 13 areas, and each area has an area director that serves as a liaison from DC to the clubs in their area. And I am serving as the Area 7 director. So every Interact club is sponsored and chartered by a Rotary club, and the ones that Almaden Valley Rotary Club sponsor are Branham and Pioneer. And then Pioneer's officer board is made out of 14 individuals. We have me and Anvi serving as co-presidents, Nisa as secretary, Josh as treasurer, Andrew Asia as the digital media coordinators, Josh as historian, and we have Isabella, Tiana as event coordinators, and we have board members too, who are Euban, Valeria, and Masa and Gabby. And then this is Branham's officer board. It is made out of 6 officers, and yeah. So I personally talked to Anvi about our goals for this year for Pioneers Club, and it's to get to know our general members more on a personal level and make them feel welcome. And we also want to have more service events this year because Interact, core is service, and lately we're becoming more of a social club, and we really want to remember our roots in service. And then we want to increase the amount of money donated to the projects because in past years, we've had a lot of money donated, but in the more recent ones, we haven't. So that's our goal for this year. And then we want to find a way to keep members excited and interested throughout the year because member retention is something that we really want to work on. And yeah, and then I talked to the Brandon president as well, and hers is to expand Interact to other audiences, attract more members, and then increase numbers of service hours and set a goal for each month and organize a fundraising project based on pins related to the area and district. So my personal goals as area director is to establish a better connection between me and my officers. And the second one is to create an environment at events where both newcomers and previous attendees will feel more comfortable and excited. The third one is to have more area-wide service events. And the fourth one is to set a realistic goal for service hours and monetary funds that will be contributed to the project so that we can all feel accomplished at the end of the year. And then the last one is to strengthen the connection and bond between the schools in Area 7 and their Rotary Club. And this is done by reaching out to the Rotarians. And yeah. And how can you guys help? The first way is volunteers, because Interact usually have big events such as FLC, our Fall Leadership Conference, the Area 7 Benefit Show, and the Charity Dinner. And those events are quite complex, and we would definitely need all the help we can get. So it would be nice to have some extra volunteers. The second way is donations. It takes a lot of money and supplies to put on events such as FLC and the Charity Dinner. So that is also another way you can contribute. And the last one is sponsorships. And Almaden Rotary has already been sponsoring some of our kids to attend leadership camps such as Towers, the President's Winter Retreat, and RILA, the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. And through those camps, the attendees can learn leadership and life skills that will greatly benefit them in the future. And yeah, that is all I have. And if you have any questions, I would totally be open to answering them.
Evonne, nice presentation.
Thank you.
Very nice. I have a question. So what's happening to RILA this summer?
So RILA this summer was unfortunately canceled, and I think hopefully it can happen next year.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so we do send 5 youth each year, but it was canceled. So our part of our payment will be rolling over to next year, to be determined basically at this point. But it was a safe decision on their part, basically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. That's a great event.
Totally.
Okay, this is Brian. My question is, are you working on any projects right now?
I don't know about Pioneer right now. We're still trying to figure out stuff for like how we can get members to sign up for our club. But for district council, we're currently planning the new president's meeting, and that will be taking place on Zoom. And it's basically where we have workshops for the presidents to learn more about how they can improve their clubs. And yeah.
So Evonne, this is Joan again. And Rebecca has asked me to be one of the coordinators with the groups. So I'm just saying hi, and where I can help, I'm glad to.
Thank you.
I'm also going to be one of your coordinators. My name is Tanner. And if you have any questions or if there's anything you need, just know that we're here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I have a couple of questions, Evonne.
Yeah.
How are your fund accounts set up? Is it under one of the members' names, or do you have an own account for Interact at both Pioneer and Branham?
I think we use our AFB funds for that. Yeah, and I don't know about Brandon.
Yeah, so that's where we found trouble before. providing it a donation because it was needed to be made out to one of the high schoolers versus the actual fund. So maybe look into that, and we would love to learn how that is handled. Okay.
Mhm.
And then, how many members do you have at Pioneer?
Last year we had around 40 or 50.
They're about the same this year, you think?
Hopefully, but I think that it will definitely be harder trying to appeal to other people because of everything taking place online.
Okay. Can you share your presentation, send it soft copy to Brian and I?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so volunteer support, you emphasize that. How will events be hosted? I've been to your benefit shows and stuff like that. And so how is it all going to look, or how would it work if we brought 5, 6, however many people? What would it look like in regards to the new norm?
So right now, the only events that Area 7 has planned is the district-wide ones. So usually the benefit show and charity dinner would take place next semester. So I kind of wanted to see if the situation improves by then. But if not, I would talk it like with my officers and see if we can come up with another way to fundraise.
Okay. And the President's Retreat dates have not been announced yet?
No, right now we're currently focusing on the Fall Leadership Conference and the new President's Meeting.
And when's the FLC?
It usually happens mid-October, but we're planning to have it mid-September instead.
And will it be at the one big high school, like towards the east side again, or where is it going to be hosted?
Oh no, it's going to be online this time.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're hoping to maybe have a spring version of that if things improve by then.
Okay. Okay. I went through my questions. Don't laugh at me, Jerry.
Yeah,
Vaughn,
I have a comment.
oh, go ahead, Jerry.
I was going back through my archives, and I was one of the initiators of the Pioneer Interact Club in 1986.
Woo woo!
Wow.
I was 6 years old.
That's when it started.
Oh, that was it?
That's my info.
Oh.
So, Evonne, what can you tell us? Do you know what the plans are for you starting high school and everything?
I think for first semester we will be doing everything online.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, at first we were gonna have like a certain select amount of students come back, but then lately, since everything has been getting worse, we decided to just keep everything online.
So how
Yeah,
is this,
go ahead, Jen.
so how is this affecting you, Evonne? What is your life like now?
I was really looking forward to senior year and hanging out with my friends a lot, but I think quarantine has definitely made me pick up some new hobbies and, you know, that kind of thing.
When we hear from Anvi?
Anvi,
Yeah, hello.
what's your take on all that's going on right now?
To be honest, I think it's really tiring and like boring just staying at home since it's been like almost 5 months. But I'm glad I'm able to devote more time to other things like interact and pay more attention to all of these things. So in a way it's good, but I wish I could go back to school just to, you know, I like that environment of it, just meeting people, meeting your teachers, and yeah. So.
It will be a strange senior year for you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a junior.
Yeah.
That's better.
So, Evonne, in your presentation, and maybe I missed it, all the dates, like FLC is the next big thing coming up. If it's not in the presentation, will you break that down in the body of the email of dates, you know, how they're hosted and that kind of stuff? And we can see what we can do to have participation from our club, okay?
And could you maybe either send it to Tanner and I, or copy us on it?
Yeah. That would be helpful.
Any more questions? Anybody? Okay, well, thank you, Evonne and Anvi, for coming and speaking to us. It was great. It was really good to hear that you're moving forward with your year, and we hope all the best. And do keep in contact with us, because like everybody else, a lot of us has some free time now to do stuff. So, and we're willing to help out wherever or whenever we can.
As somebody who's retired speaking, by the way.
That's what we're here for.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies.
All right. So again,